Welcome to Gray Overload. I'm Anthony, and well, here is a problem. So you see my framework. This is the 12th gen. This is not the brand new one I just bought for my wife that you guys might have looked at. That review is coming. This is the one, the 12th gen I've had, and if you can kind of see here, ooh, look at that. We have a problem. So this is not what the laptop's supposed to look like. I had a little mishap with it. Surprisingly, this is the first major thing I've had with any laptop I've had. So I was working with it in the garage, set it on something that I thought was flat enough, but a vehicle up high, and it slid off. So my wax job was very good, but the laptop still works fine. It's still been good. You got a little bit of scuff there, if you can kind of see, and this kind of is where it took the hit. It was actually open when it hit, and then there's a little bit scuff right here on this side, but nothing major there. The screen is fine, so there was nothing done with the screen. It was just all this corner right here. And so what we're gonna do today, I ordered the parts. Framework did a good job getting these parts out quick, and I didn't do expedited shipping. I was just like, I'll just see, how long it takes. It's less than a week for me here, and so all I did was I haven't taken it apart yet. So I did buy the top cover because I needed this. Um, I needed, let's see here. This all comes out. So I didn't need the touchpad or anything really. It still all worked, or keyboard, but I needed this, housing, this top palm rest area where it did. So I just bought that, and since I didn't look at this, I'm hoping this is right. It'll be interesting to see because I've been having problems with the fingerprint reader not working. So maybe this will solve that. But it comes with everything kind of attached here, as you can see there, and it comes with the screws, which are nice. And I do like how they put everything in here. You can kind of see 4 KB, so you know where everything is. Everything's plugged in, touchpad, everything else. Now, this is the bottom, which I also need. Now, you'll see here we have the speakers here. I had bought speakers. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I had bought the 80 dB speakers. So we'll see how this works because I wish I would. I'm probably going to replace those speakers and use the ones that the 80 dB ones. But this is the bottom, and it's not bent. So that's that's the really great thing about this is it's not bent. But let's start taking this guy apart, and we will go from there. So we're gonna have to take out these cards and hope that I'm not too much in the way. I'm trying to do this like from behind. So here we go. I was hoping that the 61 watt hour battery, the new one, would have been available now. It wouldn't have worked with this yet because I still need a BIOS update. And if you've watched any of my other videos, it's the forgotten generation of framework, is this 12th gen here. But there's 5 screws in the bottom, and so once this is there, then let's see here. I think this pops off, right? Yeah, it pops off. Well, it's kind of, not surprising. It just kind of, so this is how it looks. Not really anybody coming back from that. So I will have spare parts, like the trackpad is going to be a spare part, and just out of curiosity. So this is the, so the camera's casting a shadow here, but this is the old one, and the new one, I wish I could zoom out here, but if I'm looking at it, these look to be practically identical. I'm saying practically because if I miss something, guess what? You can't blame me for saying it was identical. But I mean, getting the part here for this top part is great. I don't like that they. I looked today and I was looking for this part today, and for some reason they only have the Chromebook input cover on there, which is kind of concerning. I mean, even if they have it back ordered, if there's stuff like this where somebody, literally puts a curl into that end of the laptop, it'd be nice to just have that available to them. So here is the speakers. Now this one says 2 watt 80 dB, and you'll notice here on the speakers it says just 2 watts. So I will need to swap those out here as well. Well, to take out the battery, I am a little concerned about the battery, but we will see if it is a thing we have to pay attention to or not. Now I am going to start here. Where is that battery connection? Is right here. So we're going to take the battery out just to start there. And I know one of these screws is stripped. It's this one right here. Unfortunately, I found this out last time taking it out, and but that's it. I mean, that's the battery here. I do have my concerns because of how it dropped, but that's why I wanted to buy the new battery here. I'm just going to take a look at it. Nothing is cracked, so that's good. And just going back and forth here, instead of just doing it all. Oh, I'm not going to actually. That's actually a good point. I gotta replace the sound first. So let's not put this in quite yet. So let's look at these threads though. Are they? They don't look like they're cross-threaded here. Let's just keep taking this out. But this guy here doesn't look like it's cross-threaded either. So next up is the speakers, because I want to use those. So let's see here. Actually, I should actually dust this out too. So let's do this. Let's take off the screen. Let me just, it's hard to do this around the camera, so let me just verify where all the hinges are. And I think it's just this one. I was thinking, well, I'm kind of glad the screen didn't get broke, because what I like to do is get a touch screen if they ever come out with one. I really do hope they do come out with them. And I know that's one thing my wife is. I'm gonna put these screws here. But that's one thing my wife was really hoping for, is that they would have a touch screen. So I would order 2 of those and replace this with a touch screen at some point. And I don't mind having a backup here, because having a spare part, doing an upgrade and then having a spare part, as your backup, that, you don't necessarily, you like something else, but you're not necessarily, down if you at least have a spare part, I think is a good option here, and that's what I like. But here's this, and I have not looked at anything. I'm just, flying by the seat of my pants here. And let's see. I'm going to take this and just see what I'm not breaking anything, I promise. At least I don't think I am. Okay, so it's now coming apart. The hinges should really be, more like this when you take them out. So they're not getting in the way there. But let's just. I was thinking of doing it one way, but I guess I'm not. So let's see. We have. What do we got here? We got motherboard screws here. So is there 4 motherboard screws or what? Wow, you're getting my lights in the way. Can I take this out so you don't have the glare of those lights? Let me see. Give me 1 second here. Da, 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 da. I think I can make my way. So they do have the antenna ran through there. Okay, so I know the screen's still connected, but at least you don't have that in the way. So let's see. Well, maybe I can't use the speaker here. Or what is this? Oh, this snapped off. So this bottom piece that's supposed to be there in the cover snapped off. Not surprising. This took a hit, so I'm not shocked at any of this. But let's see here. Let's see. So we got this screw right here. Motherboard screw. Motherboard screw. And we'll see if I need nice little magnets here to keep it in. And another one here. And this is one reason why I do recommend buying something like a framework here, because then you can easily let's take this off. I didn't realize that this is all taped down right now. Oh, here's one here. Don't forget this one. There's 5 screws. No, 5 that I found. If there's a 6th one, you guys will find out about it in a second. This is also screwed in, so the Wi-Fi card is screwed in. So just keep, this is the little metal piece on the Wi-Fi card with the screw that focuses, and just keep track of that. And now where are we at? So let me unplug this for right now. I will swap that out here. There's this one, and okay, so that the sound is out, and I will do the sound first, but whoops, this came out. This goes to there. This can actually stay. I just need to do, let me just verify this for a second. Let's see. Looks like it just slides in there. So this should just slide in. It says audio. Actually, I think this one flips up. Well, I don't know, but does it matter? This audio board, this one is not going to be used. So now here's how the sound is looped through. I needed the 80 dB ones because it just wasn't loud enough without them. So this is, I purchased those from, I still have the old ones, so I purchased those from Framework, and again, they came, and swapping it out was pretty easy. You had to take the battery, and everything is channeled. You got a little bit of tape to keep it all in place. And doing this behind the camera is a little bit harder than not, but we'll manage. We'll get it. If I have to, I'll take the, I'll go behind and retry this, but we'll see here. There we go. Okay, these are caught in. Let me see how they're caught in. But I guess if you like building a desktop, this is a way you can do it with your laptop. Because you could really just buy this all from Framework and put it together if you really wanted to. Make it truly DIY. Buy every part separate. Some of these are a little tight, but in these channels, but they do come out. I mean, Framework did a nice job of making sure these all are going to stay in very well, so I'm not going to complain. And two little wire speaker, you know, it likes to turn. So here we are, we're back, and the speakers are out. So here's what it looks like in there, that little corner, that little dent. You can tell it's pretty beat up. So let me just see this back part. Yeah, see this, so there's supposed to be a little standoff here where your screw will come in, and that all snapped off. And, you know, considering how far it was, about 6 feet up when it fell, that's kind of what happened. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to dust this board and fan, and I will be back, and then we can put it together. So we are back here. It's all dusted out, and here's the Framework board. You can see I got the 980 Pro in it, and then we got some memory. It's i5 1240p processor, and here's the backside to it. So there's a little mount for the pressure on the CPU side, and yeah, nice little design board. You got your USB-Cs, so when they plug in, they're right to the board. And now we have this. So first thing I'm going to do is put the speakers that I wanted. I probably should have done this first while I was dusting it out. I mean, while I was dusting out, it took me a whole 30 seconds while I just walked over to the outside where I happen to already have my duster hooked up, and we took care of it. So what we'll do is, while this is going in, the way they designed this is actually kind of nice, because you can get, you know, underneath and have it smudged up and just guide everything right away. They did a really nice job overall. And you can't blame them for the broken things, because I dropped it. So based upon that, the only thing I can say is that you know, that I liked a lot was the parts were here quickly. So it wasn't that I was waiting for parts for a long time, right? And the great thing is the laptop still worked, right? The hardware's still functional. So it was, you know, it was good that they're selling this stuff now. I like to see the input cover always on there. If it's back ordered, just say back ordered. Because I missed it today. I even typed input cover, and all I saw was the keyboards and the Chromebook input cover. So this is something there. But okay, well, I'm going to be right back getting this out, because again, now these cords are, I'll still talk to you, but these cords are hard to see from behind the camera lens, and they're hard to turn. Of course, I get it when I get it right in front of my eyes, it just comes right out. But that's, that's how it is. So here's the speakers out, and granted, I have another speaker set just in case, so that's 2 of them. Which is the one nice thing about Framework here is that you do have, if you buy new parts to replace it, right, you can just use them whenever you want, right? You don't have to worry, so you don't have to throw out everything. It's how they kind of made it, which is exactly what I wanted. Right, a repairable laptop that gives you opportunity to repair it. And so let's see here. I'll bring it back in a second, trying to get underneath a piece of tape here before I put it all back. And let's see here. Okay, I can bring it back now. So we'll see. I'm trying to get underneath this piece of tape here. And that fits in there. At least you're supposed to. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. There, it just goes in right there. So this is that, and then this one comes underneath there. And this channel is kind of interesting because it's kind of loops back a little bit in there. So you kind of got to hold it and then push that down. But then there's that. So that's all connected now. So yeah. Next up is, I think, the motherboard. We'll put the motherboard back in. Now this is going up here. So that audio board gets set in there. The audio clip. These just all sit down there. And you'll notice I do have the Wi-Fi card out currently. So this goes right there. And I think the Wi-Fi card loops like this. So when we put that screw in, we'll have to remember that. But let's get the motherboard screws in first. I think that's how, I don't know how we're supposed to do this. I didn't look at what Framework said. I'm just flying by what I think I should do. So don't take this as an instruction manual. Just take this as, hey, we got a Framework torn apart. Because I will not be held responsible if it's the wrong way. But if, I do anticipate this is going to work, but work fine once I get it all back together. We'll find out. If not, it'll be might be a separate video. But so far, everything is threaded nicely in this chassis. I'm not seeing anything nuts. Let's see here, and we put that screw in, and we got one more motherboard screw up here, and here we go. So that is now, that's all tight. Now I said don't forget the Wi-Fi card. So let's see here. Oh, I like magnetic things except for the times when they do that, and they don't go nicely on the. Oh, what's this? Something's not looping right. Oh, there we go. So here we go. So that's all there now. We have, this is the keyboard, this is the power. And then what do we got here? We got the bottom. So now we have to do, we can plug the audio in here. I'll try the headphone jack too at some point. In fact, I don't even know if I had tried the headphone jack on my last one, so that's there. Let's see here. So this is where the screen will have to go back up. So I did have these two screws. Let's see here. This goes, well, let's see. Do I got it there? So there is routing for the Wi-Fi card, which is right here. That goes there. That goes in there. Then you can route it up here. And let's see. That's routed. And that routes around. Let's do this side first. That went in a lot easier. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I was thinking about getting the better hinges. I didn't. I still want to get not the 4 kilogram hinges. I want to get the new hinges that came out with the 13th gen and the AMD one. They just are just a little bit nicer. My wife has those on hers, and I do like them a lot. So, oh, this might be the monitor. Oh, one's got to be the webcam, and the other one's got to be the monitor. That makes sense. So, give me 1 second while I look at this closely and try to plug these in. Again, looking through the camera isn't the easiest in the world, but it helps you out, so. They do plug in easily though, which is one plus that I do like what Framework has with all these connections is that if you're worried about, getting this all set up and you having a problem with it, I wouldn't be too concerned because it looks like with how Framework did this, you shouldn't have too many problems overall. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see. Let me get a screw in here. I got the other wires ran, but how I have everything is I just got it pressed down. I don't want to crush the wires, right? Crushing the wires won't be good. So here you can see that while I finish it up. So we have, you see these wires, and I kind of just use the spudger side of this to try to get them in there. But now you can put this on. So now here we go. We have that back together. Now what's next? Battery. This is plugged in. That's the Wi-Fi is plugged in. This is plugged in. So one's display, one's webcam. I don't know which is which. I didn't take this off. You can always replace the webcam and stuff on top. Here you go here, and then the battery plugs in right here. And let me just screw this in, and then I will do the battery. I'm just going to do that screw loosely because that's the weird one, and I'm hoping that I get a new battery and then the slightly weird screw goes away, because I don't want to ruin that. I just need it down far enough so that the lid will close, right? And that should be good enough. And so here we go with the battery needs to get plugged in. So I don't know if you guys saw all the little red blinking stuff. I don't know what that's for, but we'll see. So battery's connected. I'm guessing that's all right. And then let's see here. Let's see where we're at. We're at the top, right? And look, you have this connection. That's just going to go right in here. And so ooh, let's see. Again, it's almost by feel with how this angle is for me. Let's see here. There we go. So that's there. Let's see. Well, there you go. It's working. It's booting up. And so let's see what I missed, if anything. No, this is just screw sticking in the way. I think. Let me just check here. So I just want to make sure I got this all in properly, because one side isn't all the way. Well, that is up, and that is, you tighten the 5 screws down at the bottom, and you are done. So there you go. We no longer have a problem. Here you can see this isn't closed all the way, but let me just see what it did. Thought it just was, but let's see. Let's see here. Let's just put all the screws back together. I do like how they have the screws where they don't fall out. Now, if you back them out too far, they will fall out, but they go back in. So let's see here. Let's just close it all up. That looks all nice and good. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. It's all back together. You guys saw it boot. It all looks good. There's no bad corners. And here's the old one. So let's see. So this is fixing a framework after a nice little drop there. You can see that. That's probably going to be the screen for this. But I thank you guys for watching. Thank you for taking the time to help support Grow Everlow and help this channel grow. I really do appreciate it. And if you can share the video, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. It really does help out this channel a lot. And until next time, God bless.